So Hearthstone, it's a video game, and I guess this is kind of a video about that video game. Wow. Layers on layers. Yeah, so busting out the real backdrop today, or maybe that's still just a green screen, you'll never know. To have a little chat with you guys, because there's some crazy discourse out there in the world of Hearthstone right now. A lot of people who are bored with the game, dissatisfied with the game, really outspoken community members like Kibler, expressing some very sincere and major concerns about the like design direction of the game with quest lines and stuff. We got like content creators just outright quitting content creation or like drifting away from Hearthstone a little bit, it seems. So I wanted to check in and just have a chat with where I'm at in Hearthstone and really just sort of reassure you that I don't intend to go anywhere. And I think I'm doing an all right job of finding ways to still have fun in Hearthstone and hopefully make fun and cool videos on top of that. So I guess this video will be a little bit of a chat about Hearthstone in general and a bit of a chat about sort of the content creation side as well, and maybe what to expect from me going forward and sort of setting expectations and a plan for the foreseeable future. So I guess to start it off on the Hearthstone side of things, the whole idea of making a video like this was actually because Kibler tweeted a couple days ago about his major concerns with quest lines and how he was really dreading playing standard for the next year and a half with quest lines, which is a sentiment I've totally shared and agree with and support completely. Like, I have barely played standard format in the last 2 months because I feel like a lot of the quest lines are just miserable to play against. I originally sat down and recorded 40 minutes of discussion about quest lines and the pervasive card draw and the like overall design philosophies of Hearthstone and how concerning that is to me. 37 of it was super boring. There's maybe 3 good minutes in there. So that's why this video is happening instead. I thought it'd be nice to have a bit more of like a general and fun casual chat instead of like really diving deep into quest line and design problems. But essentially it boils down to having lots of card draw actually makes games feel very similar because people always have very optimized self-directed gameplay, and that makes the game less explorative and creative for people like me and Kibler who want to play weirder decks and do different things. It's really hard to succeed with the current design philosophy of Hearthstone with quest lines and card draw, I think, both contributing to that problem. Probably OTKs a little bit as well, and really well-defined win conditions. All of those things challenge that style of play. It's not inherently wrong. Other people like that sort of stuff, but just for us, it's a little bit harder to create fun, cool things and tell really cool stories through videos when there's a really oppressive meta like we currently have that shuts down those creative expressions. So what does that mean, right? Well, it means I've been playing a lot of duels, and we've done tavern brawls and like wild format even a little bit. And that it may change with upcoming expansions and different metas. I'm certainly hoping that there's more room to play and explore different deck ideas. If so, we'll keep grinding away on decks and deck spotlights in the future. If not, I think you should still expect a little bit of standard. I don't plan on abandoning it altogether, particularly when there are new cards out. We'll do our best to spotlight new cards. But, maybe as expansions we're on, you might expect to see a little bit bigger mix between duels and just, custom cards and list style videos and all those sorts of things to diversify the kinds of content we get, because standard won't really drive quite as much gameplay. I guess at the core of it, I really want this channel to be like an everything Hearthstone channel to some extent, or almost like a new stuff Hearthstone channel. So anytime something cool and new gets added to the game, I want to check it out, whether that's single player. I like hopping into Battlegrounds for a few days when stuff comes out. I don't think I'll be able to do that for Mercenaries, just as I've talked about before. It's so hard to keep up in Mercenaries. Getting a glimpse of new content's really tough without like committing a ton of time behind the scenes. So, we'll probably always take a look at duels and Battlegrounds and new decks and mini sets and all that news stuff, patch notes and all those sorts of things. Basically exactly like you see right now. Now, that said, I would be an idiot not to recognize some of the really concerning trends in Hearthstone. When I look around and, really respected long-term content creators like Kibler are having major concerns, and he's like, dabbling in other games, and he's sharing all these hesitations. And then I look at people like Trump, who's really barely been playing Hearthstone at all, as far as I can tell, and uploading stuff from a ton of other games, which I'm sure Trump will be back. I'm sure he's going to make more stuff, but clearly still people are kind of drifting away from Hearthstone in one way or another. We see a lot of people moving towards very specific game mode slices, like all battlegrounds or all mercs or all, standard or duels or whatever it is. All of these things start to point you towards a world where it's like, man, this, probably isn't going to last forever. Like, frankly, right now I'm doing pretty well when it comes to views and all that sort of stuff. I'm totally fine. It probably benefits me that people have left the game or drifted away in some ways. So I'm not really noticing a lot of fall off at the moment. But when I look at long-term stats for other people across Hearthstone content worlds, numbers on Twitch are way down. Numbers on YouTube on average are way down. So for me to be relatively flat is nice. It's actually a great sign, because most other people are definitely trending very steeply downward, or at least more steeply downward than ever before, just because of the changing slices of Hearthstone. And, it's an older game at this stage. So all that said, I'm not intending to leave Hearthstone. I'm intending to continue to play Hearthstone and continue to find fun in Hearthstone, whether a standard format meta suits me or not. I mean, there's still lots of ways for me to experience the game in a fun way, and I think we'll have lots of fun ways to make videos and do cool stuff. So, if you're enjoying what's happening on this channel right now, I think you'll see very much more of the same. Maybe, ebbs and flows of certain game modes and certain kinds of content, but overall it'll probably be a very similar mix. And I just want to talk about new, fun Hearthstone stuff. It's really as simple as that. Now, on top of that, though, I think it's important to lay the groundwork and set up, a backup plan of sorts. Not because I think Hearthstone's dead. I think I'll be playing Hearthstone for 5 or 10 years or something at this rate. But it's still important because I see all these warning signs. I see all these trends, even though they're not really negatively impacting me right now. It's pretty clear they might in the future. I could burn out. The game could have major problems, could just get sliced too thin, so on and so forth. So I've already started laying the groundwork for this. Some of you probably don't even know this, but I've got a variety channel on YouTube called Regis Chilbin. You can see links to all this stuff down in the description and in the comments, where I very occasionally so far have been streaming, actually, other games, variety games, most recently Guardians of the Galaxy, but other kind of meme stuff like Lawn Mowing Simulator and just whatever kind of game catches my eye and seems fun. So I do some really chill YouTube streams, low-key, like 20 viewer streams. Come hang out if you want. On top of that, I've been posting some really, I think, actually pretty good and very fun edited videos. So taking like an hour or two of gameplay and boiling it down to like 15 minutes that tells like a good, compelling story with some fun highlights and key moments. All of which I'm proud of, but don't do a lot yet, but I intend to keep doing more and ramping it up over time. In fact, I've had a pretty good stretch recently with Guardians of the Galaxy, so I would encourage you to go check out those videos. That game is actually super, super good. So I guess to recap all that, like, this channel will continue to be Hearthstone with, I think, the occasional card or strategy game popping in. But if you like card and strategy games, mostly Hearthstone, hang out here at Regis Kilbin. This is the main channel. If you want to watch me play other stuff, goofy stuff, stupid stuff, AAA, like story titles, whatever, normal video games, there's Regis Chilbin. Come hang out there. The more of you come, the more of it I will do, frankly. So if we get a lot of subs and views there, I'll make more of those. And if you just want to get like something to fall asleep to, in other words, watch really long, unedited streams, then of course there's Regis Streambin. Again, that'll mostly be Hearthstone, but there's like a full Guardians of the Galaxy playthrough listed on that channel. So 3 different ways to experience yours truly. I still don't know why you guys watch any videos. It's remarkable every time I think about it. Speaking of which, we're going to hit 100 million views on YouTube this week. Maybe next week. I don't know. Sometime in the next month or something. 100 million views is absolutely insane. So thank you for watching and And I don't know what's wrong with all of you, but I really do appreciate it. That means a lot. So on our way to 1 billion, I'll never get 1 billion. It's never gonna happen. But 100 million is absolutely amazing. So thank you. So I guess all that said, this ended up being more about YouTube than Hearthstone, but I didn't really know what to expect. So I just wanted to check in and be like, hey guys, look, don't worry. I know a lot of people are kind of leaving Hearthstone or down on Hearthstone, and you know, I've had some down moments too, and there's some things I haven't enjoyed. I didn't like Mercs, you know, I haven't enjoyed Standard. That's all very reasonable and valid, and all these people sharing these thoughts and, you know, drifting away from the game. I understand it absolutely, but I'm not in that spot. I'm still happy and still having fun with the game, and I think we can find a lot of ways to enjoy Hearthstone that I haven't even really discovered yet. There's a lot more memes and challenges and goofy stuff we can do if the normal stuff isn't quite satisfying us. So yeah, I guess this video is just here to say, like, hey, it's all good. I'm not going anywhere. As long as I don't get hit by a bus this week, you should expect more of the same, which hopefully is something you enjoy. But yeah, I'm curious to hear your thoughts on Hearthstone. Like, are you in a happy place in Hearthstone? Are you drifting away from the game? Do you like watching but not playing? Do you like playing but not watching? If that's the case, you're probably not here, but I'm always curious to hear everybody's thoughts and where they stand in Hearthstone, and all that and more. Feel free to share that in the comments below. I actually do read comments, believe it or not. I respond very snarkily to some and very appreciatively to others, so there's a good chance I'll see it if you leave a comment. That said, thanks as always for watching. Come back tomorrow for real Hearthstone stuff, maybe an expansion announcement. I think in the near future, next day or two is my expectation, but I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, love you. Thanks for watching. And until next time, game on.